Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to another video review. This time we're taking a look at once again another special La Mystic Laline Lal and whatnot. Yes, another Lal stream, haha. Yes, so this is going to be a stream of celebration, happiness, fantabulism, as we are in our way into November 32nd, also known as October 32nd, also known as November 1. November 1 is, the one. Hello, one viewer. Hello, Ahmed Edward James is here. But yes. Hello there, N35. Yeah, so basically, if you're wondering, thanks to everyone who watched all the fantabulism of October that took place. It was truly awesome. It's going to be a much lighter November, only 3 videos coming out. I've got a couple more in the works, but they're for Christmas, so those are ongoing as we speak in terms of development. But again, it's I haven't decided. I might put the link in the chat. I haven't decided that yet. I will. Oh yes. Before I continue, a huge shout out to Golden State Sergeant, also known as SP449 Fan 1, also known as Yay. Yay is fantastic. So Yay, I look forward to see you on a future stream of mine. Yes, you can ask me anything. Make sure. Let me guess. You're gonna ask about the half engine or something else. I'm just saying. Oh yes, and just realized. Thank you so much to 6,000 subscribers. There will be a proper 6,000 subscriber stream coming up. So, and well, basically, it's just with just magic. With all my tools at my disposal, I'm able to work with what I have and adapt these beautiful stories. I pretty much adapted pretty much a good chunk of the 22 of the Tales of the Scrap Sighting stories from 22 Tesla. Yeah, so basically, the 80th anniversary for the Railway series, you're probably going to see something special. I might do something special for the 40th anniversary of the television series before the year's out. It's probably going to be like a Christmas sort of thing. Is there a way to... Well, that's basically... Okay. Okay, so that's a good question. As for the other one, okay. Let me be clear on something. That is up to the user of the stream. That is up to various other factors. Various other factors I do not know. But I will say this. See this pen? Oh, see this pen? Thank you. Okay, so with that vent out of the way, in a Himalayan. Oh, well, you're saying of how to get revenge, then that's another story. Depends on the situation. I haven't thought about that actually, the 2 Henrys thing, because the thing is, well, yes, I of course, 2 Henrys, original Henry was the old shape, and black shape, the Black 5 basis being a separate character. Look, I have something very special for that. In terms of the two entries theory, just to put it all to rest. Not to put it all to rest, but to, my own little variation of the story. And basically, I can't say anymore because if I do, that shall spoil the next story because that's a story for another day, and then I would probably be fired into the sun because I don't want to see that. Well, I mean, their faces, they share the same face pack. Hello there, Luca. Luca 2000 E. I mean, 2003. I mean, 2000. I mean, you know, this, that, and whatnot. You're probably going to see, as time does go on and whatnot, it's like Revian or whatnot. But yeah, 6 hours, 55 minutes is like, oh man, let's just look at that. Anyway, yeah, so it looks like for now looks like for now the Combe Fior looks like Combe Fior is not active in the stream Discord there. I haven't decided if I'm going to send the link yet, so please be patient by Estetique. I will say, though, there is going to be a special stream, a special Christmas stream that I have been wanting to do for a little while. I haven't decided who's going to, I'm not going to say who's going to join, but I will say this. A celebrity like no other who has not joined my channel yet via StreamYard will probably join this specifically little thing. However, I will say this, that you're probably going to see me more. You're going to see more streams this month, like in terms of this kind of stream, like this time of updating format. But basically, you're going to see more streams this month, and then next month you're going to see a little lot less because of Christmas and whatnot. Well, they're not okay. They're not technically brothers because Adams a radial tank and Williams a Great Western tank engine sort of deal. They are characters from Wild Northwestern's universe. So there's that. And hello? Yes, okay. All right. Don't have any. Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant as engines. Okay, and they are characters. I mean, why not both, actually? Why not both Splodge and Spanner? That'd be funny to see. Yeah, like, incredible how, how far, like, I've come and such. Like, let's see. Hello, LLV3K. Thermidor? Thermidor. You mean the Terminator? Hold on, let me look. Oh, right. I remember Thorbodor. Yeah. From already 2015. He's basically he was one of the Decepticons that showed up late in already 2015. I remember him now. Yes. Sorry, it's been a long while since I watched already 2015. Well, I mean, because I pretty much watched every single episode. I reviewed every single episode. I pretty much did my own little conclusion on my channel, shockingly before the world died, for a time. Anyway, let's see. Oh yes, thank you, Sonyason, for the message on Discord. I'm howling at the moon and whatnot. Um, but anyway, so as I oh shit, it's literally raining bullets outside. Sorry about the noise outside. Just listen. Really? Okay. Well, I'll have to maybe put a YouTube poop one out. Oh yeah. But okay. Honestly, I'd say that I'd go to the death. Uh, and yes, it is very loud. Um, it's cold. It's November. Like, and pretty much like we're forecast like, and this is at the time of this recording. Get some snow. It's very early in my area. We might. Um, so who knows? Maybe I don't know. Anyways, look at. Sorry, I'm just. Sorry for that. All right, so I'll say this. Around 2015, around the 70th anniversary of Thomas, that's when I really I hopped on the bandwagon and I just started, you know, making videos with like Tomy layout and such. And then the OC came like 2 years later, although it took me 5 years to get it in trains, and finally have like a special thank you to once again to Ye and to Alvarez for providing this. I miss the hell out of Alvarez. I hope he's doing okay. Alvarez is a fantastic member of the Thomas Tank Engine community, and he is just an incredible human being all in all. And yes, he can be pretty loud. Oh yeah, yay! Oh yes, he can be pretty excited. in many ways than one. Anyways, so with that being said, everyone, that is oh, actually no, we're not going to end the stream yet. We are going to talk and talk and talk to talk about the sun, yes, whatnot. Yeah, sorry, I've just been anyways, I'm also hopeful that Driver Through Joe will react to the music video I compiled for him. He would love it so much. It'd be a great, astonishing narrative for the collaborative of whatnot. You would have a really hard time, Luca. I'm just going to tell you right now, really hard time. If you know. Now the thing is, between OBS and Bandicam, like the thing is, I've been using Bandicam since I started using Trains back in 2016. However, I will say this: OBS I've heard is pretty good. I did some tests and such. I have the program installed, and I've heard some good things about it. I'm just going to do a few test runs in it, and then if all goes well, I might use OBS full time. I know it's pretty easy when it comes to video editing and such. Honestly, Transformers 1, I reviewed that film like 2 months ago. It is by far a great way to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Transformers. The film was awesome. Absolutely was over the moon with the film. I really, the plot was fantastic. Absolutely loved the character directions with and whatnot. Seeing the 13 primes was fantastic. Sentinel Prime being like, oh man, he thinks he's he thinks he's ruling he thinks he's ruling Narnia, his image, and of course he died. Like, but that's why I did that audio deleted scene of mine where Megatron forces Sentinel to work in the mines instead of what we saw in the movie where Megatron just ripped him apart, which was really justified. It really justified, served him right for not only murdering the 13 primes but also plucking the transformation codes away from the miners, like mining the energon. Wait, every character from Star what? Oh yeah, you did see my little tribute there to James Earl Jones, who passed away recently. Sorry, I'm just you know what? No, I'm going to save that for another time. But as I ascend to the stars, I say this: we come together in the peace and the harmonies of the Lord. Amen. Yes. So down I go, and then. Anyways, sorry, I'm just looking at the rain's intense outside right now, but anyways, so anyway, okay. Oh, you mean are you talking about the one that appeared in front of my OC and Charleston? Let's just say this: that scrapped E2 was not Timothy, but of another tank engine that we saw back in 2017, many years ago. You're going to see him in a special either next year or the year or 2026. I haven't decided that yet because I've got some things in the works for the following year and such. And so what? I know you're not joking. I know you're not joking about the whole, the whole, you know. Wait, your microwave? Okay. Anyway, that's hilarious. Okay. Where are we going here now? Okay. All right. Yeah, because let's see. Oh man. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the weather in my area. Oh man. Okay. So looks like start of next week. We're getting snow in my area. News stories. News stories. What do you mean by news stories? Because the last story I put out was the Trick or Treat Terrence episode. Because and of course I did the 22 Tesla 22. The Tales from the Scrapyard site. Tales from the Scrap tongue twister. Tales from the Scrapyard sightings. Tales from the Scrap sightings stories, basically, like the Frozen in Fear, Tipping Over, Tatsuno Akane, Spanner, Witness, that kind of thing. But I do have a new story in the works, and it actually, let's just say this. It is not a Halloween story, it's a Christmas story, and it actually, funny enough, it revolves around it revolves a very it revolves it revolves around Murdoch, but that's a story for another day. Look, Victor Tanzig, like if you're watching this somehow, like that's a quote that's going to stick with me for a very very long time. That's a good way of another way of saying, but that's another story. But saying that's a story for another day. That's and I did like his recent episode. What was it? Informant. Damn, what a way for I'm just not gonna I mean spoilers if you haven't seen the episode, but man, what a way for that fireman to be the informant. Like, because I mean of course the thumbnail was a big tease. I really thought it was Francis, but no, Francis was trying to get information. I think that's where Dudley's going to appear in the next episode. I think that's where we're going to see Dudley show up. Oh, the story ideas. Oh, yes. Your story ideas. I'm trying to. Yeah, I think they're in the last stream. I'll go back and look at them. Sorry, the Halloween stories were just intense to work on, so I was just, moving files back and forth, compositing them, editing them, whatnot. You do that, and it's going to cost like thousands of dollars in damage, and the damage may be irreparable, and the irreparable may be hurt, and the hurt may be a witness to the slaughter of the lamb. Why, thank you. You too. Anyways, and so with that being said, everyone, we are going to take a break in the stream. I will be back shortly. Uh, just keep it civil in the chat, and I will. And when we do return, I shall, and yes, this is an I shall. I will, and I shall invite people into the stream. So sit right tight, and I'll be right back as soon as possible. Okay, here we are. Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to another video review. This time we're taking a look. Ah, yes. I'm sorry about that. Okay, we are back once again. Um, Man, the comments have been literally piling since the last. Hello, Jerry 4F. Great to see you. Yeah, those stories were fun to make. Question though. Um, yeah, sorry about that. I'm gonna have to have a word with the parties involved. No pun intended. But yes, oh yeah, it's oh man, it's an exciting time, isn't it? To be a Thomas the Tank Engine Creator Collective and whatnot. So I'm so sorry for that. I'm just looking at a lull. Huh. Yes. So anyways, what was I gonna say? Well, it's a bit of a well, the funny thing is, and I've got comments on my tipping over adaptation, it is based off a true story of that actually happening. Like, because there's been several, I think several like instances of like waste rock, like tips, like collapsing and causing landslides in schools and places all over the world. Like, apparently, yeah, like the story takes place in 1966. Okay. Now we are back once again. Sorry about that for the interruption. So, where was I? Oh, yes. So, as I was saying, yes. Yes, the story of Tipping Over took place in 1966. Okay. Oh, no worries, no worries. Okay, sorry. Oh yeah, Over the Hills and Far Away, the Teletubbies come to play. Yeah, I remember that. I always have. I always have in many ways than one. Anyway, there we go. Just want to make sure of that. Okay. The new Amy Adams. Okay, so Amy Adamas looks pretty interesting. Um, okay. Well, the plan is all right. The plan is there is. I'm not gonna stop making ghost stories, but you're gonna see more of them next year because, like, as I said, because the stories I did this year were just mainly adaptations from the last 2 years alone. However, in saying that, I've got other like ghost related stories in the works. Um, I'm looking forward to Arcane Merchant. That's going to be pretty fun to see. Um, well, he's pretty incredible. It's but I mean, okay, I've seen this comment a few times tonight. Brilliant Bologna or Sisium Salamianov? Very good question, and Tyson Safe is the winner. Thank you. Um, all right, so I think let's see. Oh man, 15 minutes. Okay, I am going to. Okay, what's the special ghost story? Just tell me. Let's allow me to. Okay. Well, once the parts are completed, then we can combine them into a feature length film. Super Godzilla. Hello. Right back at you. All right. There's the link. So, well, yeah, a special congratulations to the Los Angeles Dodgers, the legend himself, Shohei Ohtani, former Blue Jays Kevin Kiermaier, ending his career on a high note with former Blue Jay Teoscar Hernandez, who I hope will return to the Blue Jays in the offseason, should, this time around, and not like the previous several attempts, which were flawed. Um, and and to into the roster, the coaches, the training staff, manager David Robertson. Holy shit, he's just amazing. Well, just growing up with Thomas, and I thought, why not take a stab at it? And sure enough, it worked out, and it's paid off pretty good. Yeah, sorry, I'm just man, various files and files. Lots of files. Okay, where in the world? Actually, I'd highly recommend watching Transformers 1. You'll love it. I know there's a lot of skepticism. This actually goes back to 2015, well over almost 10 years ago. Like, because after seeing the concept concept poster and then sorry, this bleh, losing my thing here. I'm just going crazy and whatnot. Crazy. Anyway, it is going to win a lot of Oscars. I think it's going. It's. There's no way it can't just be because let's see. Soundtrack was amazing. Visuals were stunning. Um, the voice acting was super. It was super impressive. Um, actually, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm gonna stop you right there. And here's the thing. If the best thing, okay, so if you haven't seen Transformers 1986 or Transformers 2007 or Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction, The Last Night, Bumblebee, Rise of the Beast, Predacons Rising, you should probably check one of those out prior to. My plan to do obviously I'm going to be celebrating the 80th anniversary of Thomas and many other things. And a special announcement will be provided within a future video I'm going to do. Of course, I followed throughout the Transformer universe, but man, I would just absolutely be loving to. I mean, funny enough, and this is a true story. In 2010, I actually was face to face with the legend himself, Vangelis. We never spoke, but I did see him from a distance. I hope to collaborate with Vangelis or Ultra Primal or even Comet and Cam or Thew Adams or even even the likes of Bolt Matrix, Dianthus, Kal-El Prime, SSJ Autobot, Night Slash 2020, and whatnot. Won't let you join? Why not? The funny thing is, Transformers 1986 took place in the year 2005. 2005, when we got into actual 2005, it felt so amazing. It just felt so texturized in many ways than one, like texturized and playful. Uh, okay. You do realize that the original Titanic's remains are going to go kaput in 5 years' time, like the actual Titanic ship. And I won't say much, but let's just say this. At least someone won't have to, what's this? Favorite creepy well, okay. The Timothy Ghost Train one, that was, of course, that was really botched in the beginning, but it's sort of improved in the end. But depends on the iteration of Megatron. We're talking about G1, Armada, Cybertron, Beast Wars, Prime Megatron, Cyberverse Megatron, Transformers 1 Megatron. Like, there's so many Megatrons. There's even like What else is there? There's oh man, he'd be tough to take down, honestly. As long as I have a powerful cyber planet key, I should be able to at least evade his giant comb of death and his wheel of unfortune. This is a non-political stream, by the way. I just want to reiterate, because as much as well, to me, a couple stories stick out for me. Part of me stayed behind, and I would say, I'd say down the hill, because they are creepypasta-esque stories. I think someone asked me that some time ago. Well, yeah, we're going to talk about the Clinchfield curse thing in a minute. I got a comment saying about the original. Look, here's the thing. There's more to this, the Clinchfield than meets the eye. That's all I'm going to say. Favorite of your time? Oh, favorite to make? Oh man, favorite to make, honestly, I think the Kildane experiment was one of my favorites to make because it felt so complicated, but then I realized, okay, work less with more kind of thing. So that's kind of how I went about with my adaptation. Are you talking about that weird, creepy blue engine that has that weird smile that I used in Frozen in Fear? Okay, so here's the thing. Let me be clear. I apologize about the cussing. Now, I will say this. Like, a lot of people in the fandom have used cussing to get by certain barriers in videos nowadays. Let's just say I'm going to try and keep that to a minimum in future videos, but don't worry, it's not going to be like because I think I've it's almost like I've reincarnated Thomas 123 from 10 years ago. Yeah, it's a very weird design of engine, though. I mean, now don't get me wrong. Like the design looks interesting, but the face, what the hell? Isn't that from Diesel D199's videos? But yeah, like yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna keep it to a minimum. It's not like because again, it's just certain things when it came to be. And I see you backstage, Wild, but Wild Adventure 10, but it seems that you have technical issues. Uh, wait, the Baltimore Brothers? I'll have to look that up. What's this? Oh, you're talking about the old landmine? Well, basically, S Code Knight, I think that's his name. He wrote that story 4 years ago, basically as a follow up to the Down the Mine story. In terms of IRL, like now, thing is, like the Down the Mine story is actually based off a real life event where an engine literally fell down a mine and was never recovered. Now, in terms of the events that took place from the old landmine story, did that translate to IRL? I don't think that was the case. I think it was just like a Thomas fan follow up. Now, I will say this. it was a pretty interesting story to adapt. Like, because I mean, what it's because I mean, I'll tell you, I almost lost the files to uh, the coffee pot engines, and thank you to Stevenson, the admin of Audrey and Co, for providing the models for the story, and also to my dear friend Silver. Um, Without their contribution, the old landmine would not have happened, and I would have been pushed back to next year. Um, oh yeah, Pepsi won, of course, but the model I used was from Shining Time Works. I think it was made by somebody else. And yes, I am friends with Pepsi One. I just haven't spoken to him in a while. The fan base in general, okay. Let's be honest about the fan base. For those who don't know, 4 years ago, let's just say I was on the wrong end of a situation in the fandom. I'm not going to talk about it. I've already explained it in detail. I've already have fully recovered from that incident, and the scars are still there. However, the fan base in general is pretty solid. I am going to the Audrey Extravaganza next year. Um, so, and yeah. So essentially, in a violent nutshell, anyway, nutshell all in all, it was a very expressive time in the, because let's see, when I joined, when 2015 came around, it was such a calming atmosphere, and then it evolved, and then things got out of hand in 2017, and then since 2017, it's just kind of done that in a bit of a way, but then there were some great things. Like look at Carson Marenka and his team at you know his team at Soda Workshops. They did such a good job. They did a really good job on Richard and Dudley. Like talk about their stories and videos. Barry Truck, Richard Gordon. Uh, so yeah. Okay. I reacted strongly to All Engines Go, as many of the classic members of the fandom. I mean, I'm slowly getting adjusted to it. I know it's not the same as the original Thomas. Bruno is incredible. That's why I used him in a video. And Kana's basis was used for Jasper at last minute when I did the Rise of Jasper Fitzgerald project that I did last year. Favorite movie doesn't have to. Okay, honestly, we've got a lot of favorite movies. So okay, so in terms of other fandoms, I'm in the Transformers fandom. Hence my username. Hence why Soda Origins is a crossover of Thomas and Transformers. It's not Transformers. It's not Man versus Train level. It's just kind of how I'm envisioning it. What is the okay? Other fandoms I'm a part of. I mean, I'm just I'm just those two main fandoms. I mean, and Bob the Builder was another fandom I was a part of as a kid. Best fan. Okay, best Transformers by far is the best fandom out there. There was a controversy that I alluded to last year regarding one of the actors who's going to be in Galvatron's Revenge. It's a fan project by TSI Creations. No, that's saying TSI. No, TFI Studios. That is it's basically a Transformers Prime sequel to Predator's Rising kind of thing. Um, let's see. And what is the best? Okay, worst fandoms. Okay, that's a good question. Very good question. Like it's hard to tell because I mean the My Little Pony fandom is such a great fandom, but yes, there's just some well documented cases. I wish I could talk about them. I wish I could just get my magic wand and banish to the Shadow Realm, but I can't because if I do, then I'm probably going to be banished myself. Oh yeah, funny enough, I was at my local Walmart the other day, and I actually saw some Hot Wheels, and one of them was the original Batman vehicle, like the original Batmobile. I was shocked. Incredible. Um, well, as I mentioned, I started my series in tummy form. And you saw that in a bit of Wooden Railway and whatnot. So that's how I begin my series. As you saw in a video, um, that took place, I don't know, last year. Yeah, it died. The layout died. Well, the area died, but not the figures or whatnot, not the models. Sorry. Oh, I'm well aware they have replicas. Way too many. Well, okay, I'll say this. So, okay, so funny enough, you mentioned Gold Dust Hunters. That's one of the projects that's going to happen next year. I have actually, well, funny enough, on the 26th, which is actually oh man, that's three Tuesdays from now, is when you're going to see the music video for Gold Dust Hunters. Um, so essentially, yeah, you're probably going to you're going to see the music video and going to see all the jazz that takes place in it. So basically, it's going to come out on the 26th of July of next year. It's being refilmed uh, officially. Special thanks to Shine Ortiz for providing the music video or the music audio. You're going to probably see her in a stream coming soon towards the end of the year, just discussing that project and of course other Shanika related projects. Uh, so you're going to see that, and you're probably going to, you know, uh, funny enough, I did a few times, but then last time I played it, it killed my last laptop. So sorry. Best place to get the okay. So basically, there's very many trains websites like TSI, sort of workshops, Center Community, Wild and Western's website, uh, SN30 2009, and whatnot. I saw that. That's a bit of a shocker that the Blue Snowplow uploaded or re-uploaded the entire Railspin Split Space movie again. Again. What the hell? Uh Actually it's a personal sequel to Tatmar, which I which okay, this is a bit of a spoiler here, but this project actually connects to the Shinika universe, funny enough. So there's that. Magic. And I appreciate that you like the I appreciate you like the swearing in in my episodes, but again, keep in mind that not all videos are going to be because actually, funny if I do have a funny video that I might squeeze in before Christmas. Um, haven't decided what, but anyway. Oh yeah, that's a bit of a spoiler too. The best 22 adaptations? Well, okay, like honestly, I saw there was a recent Killing Experiment adaptation by I don't know who the user was. That was kind of cool. And I did like a couple of. There's been a lot of Killing Experiment adaptations, a lot of Witness adaptations. Same with Run Cold. Same with Wandering Coach, of course. So honestly, to me, like it's they're all enjoyable. Honestly, those trade test adaptations that other people have done outside of myself. Like, and a good chunk of them, like Tasuno Akane and Spanner, for example, even like Tendon to Kill Dane, those were like ones that haven't been done. I already discussed that earlier in the stream. Okay, so Ghost of the Haunted Queen. So basically, that story, which I wrote back 4 years ago, and actually that's the final story that took that of the 20 of that I wrote. Like basically, that was the last 2020 based story that I had written and got it filmed and released. Basically, it's based off the Bloody Mary legend. You know, you look in the mirror and you say that phrase a certain amount of times, and then after that certain amount of times, oh boom, person pops out of the mirror and gets scared, kind of thing. So that's what it's based off of. So hence why you saw, and that was not Class 40. That was Andy Diesel from Mad Bomber that died in that video. Uh, but essentially, on the truth, and there's also based, and the true story is Queen Mary herself, funny enough, was actually scrapped like way back in the late 60s, funny enough. So that's partially on a true story. Scream in the Mountains. Oh yeah, I think I remember that one. Wasn't that a SoundCloud only story? I think it was. Uh, I've seen a lot of Roblox and Blue Chain with Friends' stuff. It's like, Steven Universe, yay! Let's see. Oh man, favorite food. Oh man, that's a good question. I mean, because I do love my, you know, you know. Of course, I joke a lot about butter and such, but to tell you the truth, I mean, I always use butter with mashed potatoes. Um, so there's that. Um, yes, actually, I am friends with TTTE guy. In fact, I was in a few streams of his a few years ago. Although I've heard he's gotten to some bit of a controversy with someone or some people. I don't know. I just heard that someone called him out for some BS that never took place. So I wish I knew the whole context of the story. And this is a non-political stream. We will yes. In fact, I've watched some of his videos. They're pretty cool. Pretty awesome. He even did Country Road 21 by 22 Tesla. Like this was like a few years ago until I chipped into my adaptation. Yes, in fact, like I was one of the few. I was actually was one of the first people to adapt that story. And I know people, and I did a follow up story, which was a little bit of a condensed follow up. I know people have said, "Oh, why is it so quick?" and all that. Look, there are reasons why it was like what it was. The follow up, photographic memory, it was called. All right, I'm gonna pull the goalie for the extra attacker. We're gonna go to the following annotation. There you go. No, no, no. You was the thing is, the killing experiment comes from season 8, actually. Uh, because the thing is, if we go to the wiki, I'll show you what I. And I know it's just, and I know it's the day after Halloween, and it's just that kind of thing. All right, where'd you go? Oh yeah, there's the gallery, and there's basically where the killing experiment comes from. This, like this episode right here, like which it's pretty shocking. I was really impressed by the engine as a child, like because essentially, oh, sorry, just scrolling through various tabs here. That's basically where the killing experiment came from. Was that episode, which essentially it's Gordon's like body, his pilot model body, on top of a Murdoch's wheelbases, those 9F wheelbases, pulling one of the six lovely tenders that Duck used to trick Henry with. Now, of course, in my head canon, it's the same thing because the tender allegedly came from an LNER V1. So, yeah, quite something really. Yeah, wasn't too impressed with the creator in the end when it was determined that yeah, but we that's another story. But Center Fallout was quite interesting. It was quite overdone for a period of time. But yes, Lucas' take on the killing experiment is far different from the origin. In fact, that is a story for another day. Yes, in fact, I'm good friends with Victor Tanzig. In fact, I'm the reason the Spectre episode in season two existed. Despite like what is taking place, and I know people have set, have basically have judged Victor Tanzig on his some of the recent shorts he's done, and I was that's kind of pushing it. But Victor's intentions, like, are not, intent to harm anybody. He's just, and I totally understand. Well, yeah, he's the only. Funny enough, he's not the only Thomas fan member in Australia. Wilder Wester, uh, and many others. Well, that was just Victor deciding to do what he like. Look, well, technically, okay. So it's implied, and it was implied in the recent episode uh, of Stories of Sodor that Barry took over Jeffrey's work, and Francis took over Peter's work, I believe. So look, I know people have said, "Oh no, why kill everyone off?" That's just Victor being Victor. Honestly, favorite character from Victor Tanzig? That's a very good question. To me, favorite character has to be Inspector Joey. Um, that's why I did that parody of Inspector Joey. Kind of like Inspector Gadget kind of thing. Um, Favorite episode aside from the Spectre episode that was came to life thanks to me. Oh man, has to be oh shoot, what was it called? Uh uh oh man, there's too many there's I like the episode where Arthur actually came back to life. It was pretty awesome. Uh oh, and what's this? We have a vital guest that is going to join us in this very stream. A guest that may or may not have uh encounter. Okay, so let's see. Tales from the Scrap sightings. I've done several voices in. Um, Gianna Art oh 06's series. If you've seen his pilot episode, go check it out. I was Thomas's driver and fireman. Um, let's see. Uh, who else was I? Oh yes, a couple redubs. Well, many redubs. Oh wait, what the? Oh, let's see, and what else? Just trying to think what other characters that I have voice acted or plays a. Let's see. I've helped Dark Magical Yoshi with a lot of projects. I've actually I've see. I think I helped TTE guy one a few voices there and there, and then I'm actually a voice actor for End of Our Adventures by Fantastic Mr. S and RJ Banzema. Um, Also, of course, uh, part of his Fantastic Mr. S's main series. Um, yeah, Victor Tenzing is quite the voice, I'll say that. Let's see. Oh, that would be quite an interesting. And why would you say it wouldn't happen? I think it could happen. Why? Look, the thing is like Renee's Productions has a bit of a gravitas to his stories. Oh shoot, Alex, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Come back. I'm sorry. I'll send a new link as soon as possible. I'm very sorry. Forgive my forgive the forgive but the but the let's try that again. Yay. All right. Well, it's more of a collaboration. All right, let's try this again. Let's try that again. Yeah, Dearmere's right. Okay, come on. I'm just looking at the backstage here. Wild, I just, you can do it. Just amp it up, 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 dun, dun. Let's see. Oh yeah, I am sub to you. All right. Okay, let's try this again. Well done, Dashi. You're such a good man. Jump in. Okay, let's see. Oh man, almost 2 hours and wait a minute. What? Wait, you made that blue engine while you were gone? What? How? That's impossible. Let me get. Did you wait? Did you draw it? Did you make your own interpretation in trains? Uh, did you model it? Did you sacrifice it? Did you? Did you? Oh, nice. So you drew the engine. Nice. Mm-hmm. Look. Oh yeah, Laco's online on that we can build our own engine. That's a good. My engines were very inviting. Okay. I mean, interesting enough, 9462 Alfred, like, creficed quite a lot. The fact of the matter that, he was just a lulled attraction. What I'm trying to say is this. He's quite the villain or hero, depending on what universe you go by. Like, because let's see, Victor Tanz's universe, Alfred was more of a neutral sort of engine, but most have interpreted or used Alfred as a villain, just like in NWA Origins or sort of Dark Times kind of thing. Like not sort of Dark Times Frenzy Payback, because that's a totally different thing. Uh, like basically Richard Jordan, like created Alfred from the ground up in Blender 1.77. It was like I just would be in love to be in love, be in love. Sorry, I would just die to collaborate with Richard Jordan. Oh yeah, that must be another title for the old landmine. Whee! Yeah, the thing is with the thing is about Alfred though is like it's shocking because by timeline it would be 103 years since his next year would mark 103 years since his attempted attack on Henry and Gordon in 1925, thus uh, causing Alfred to derail at Wellsworth and die. And then he gets enveloped in a reverse explosion, I think it was. I don't know. It's been so long since I've seen Sendoway Origins and NWA Origins. But Sendoway Origins is like a fantastic, like, yeah, lol. What? Oh, I didn't know that. Happy birthday. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just wow, 100 people watching. That's amazing. I will say this. Um, I think. All right. So, judging by the story of the old landmine, I think the uh, the number, like the green number 4 coffee pot. I think because I think the story like mentions that the engine was a he. I think yeah, it would have been like a. I would have called him. I don't know. Would have called him. Would have called him Peter. And no, not Peter Griffin. The end. Anyways, so I'm just going to take these off here for a sec. But basically, where are we going to do? I don't follow. That'd be quite the thing. That's very true. Sorry about that. Okay. Sorry about that. I just passed out there for a second. Okay. Uh. Oh dear. I never knew your birthday was on April Fool's Day. Yeah, yeah, I would die. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, I'd die for that too. That's a story for another day in sort of origins. Okay, cool, cool. So that ugh, the classic Hangman game. Ah, Max Money Studio 16. Hello. Okay. Yes, indeed. It is quite the it's quite the intro. Uh it's quite the color and whatnot. Anyways, and so with that being said, everyone, that's the end of the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, see you again. Take one season. Bye bye.